Most resumes look impressive, but they are just pieces of paper. Anyone can type a document, hit export, and send it into the corporate void. The modern application process runs on a blind honor system. When a document lands on a hiring manager's desk, there is no built-in mechanism to flag what is fact and what is fiction. An applicant can stretch a 6-month stint into 2 years of management experience. They can list advanced proficiency in software they have only ever opened once. On paper, these claims bypass the initial screen. Relying on these unverified documents turns a deliberate talent search into a high-stakes gamble. You are no longer making a calculated business decision. You are betting company time and capital on the hope that the paper matches the person. The traditional hiring timeline follows a linear path. Read the resume, interview, and hire. But the actual evaluation happens here. Months after the contract is signed, you enter the discovery phase to find out if they possess the promised skills. By the time you realize a new hire lacks the necessary technical depth, they are already integrated into your daily operations. You are paying a full salary, stalling team momentum, and absorbing the cost of inevitable mistakes. This is the reactive trap. The standard hiring process forces the employer to carry the risk, absorbing the damage of a bad fit long after the budget has been spent. A sharper interview process won't solve the core issue. Instead, pre-vetting treats the hiring sequence as a structural engineering problem. Rather than waiting until after onboarding, this system puts the discovery phase first. The scrutiny happens before you even see a name. This creates an immediate bottleneck. A massive influx of applicants hits the filter, and only a fraction survive the friction. By forcing the evaluation to happen at the start, the system becomes proactive. The company is shielded from unverified risk before a single calendar invite is ever sent. To clear that initial bottleneck, a candidate must pass through 3 distinct pillars of verification. The first pillar targets past experience. The claims made on the application are cross-referenced against concrete employment records and historical data to ensure timelines and job titles align with reality. Traditional reference checks are unreliable, as candidates simply provide the contact information of friendly colleagues. True verification requires objective, third-party confirmation of employment history. The second pillar addresses technical competence through real-time skill assessments. Candidates are placed into timed, monitored testing environments designed to simulate project pressure. Stating you know how to use a complex software framework takes 3 seconds. Proving you can debug a live error within that framework under a strict time limit provides a different level of proof. The final pillar investigates their complete historical record. This establishes the baseline security of the candidate, verifying their identity and professional history. When a candidate clears all 3 hurdles, the information gap between employer and applicant disappears. You are no longer guessing based on a well-written document. You are selecting from a pool of proven realities. This is what the hiring manager experiences in a pre-vetted system. When you sit down to review candidates, you only interact with the survivors of the filtration system. The objective of the interview changes. You don't have to spend your hour interrogating them to figure out if their skills are real. You can spend that time on a high-level conversation about long-term vision and cultural fit. Filling a desk is easy. Anyone can hire. But ensuring the person at that desk can execute from day one is the difference between hiring and hiring right. It all comes down to where you place the burden of proof. You can evaluate the candidate after you pay them and absorb the risk, or you can demand the evaluation happens first and secure certainty. Implementing a pre-vetted timeline strips away the illusion of the resume. It is the mechanical way to protect your operational integrity and guarantee exactly who is walking through your door.